Hello, my name is Harry Linden, and today we're going to look at the final installment of the 3 videos on setting up electronic payments in MYOB. So the final video will be about paying suppliers electronically. So let's go and have a look at it. Okay, so we're in the purchases command center, and we're going to pay bills. So at the moment the electronic payment checkbox is ticked, so let's untick it. So under normal circumstances, if you were paying suppliers separately, you would just pay it straight out of the bank account, and you'd pick the supplier and you'd get a list down here of the invoices you want to pay. What we're going to do now is we're going to group all the suppliers together into one file that you can upload to the bank. So the way we're going to do that is to tick the box there, and you'll notice straight away that the pay from account is grayed out and it's pointing to the electronic clearing account. That means all the payments for each of these suppliers will end up in that clearing account. So we'll have a look at that later on how we convert that into an ABA file. So at the moment we're going to pay some suppliers using the electronic payment method, and let's pick Mojo, and how much did they have? They had 1059.30 was their balance, so let's pay the whole lot. 1059.30, and we'll just click in the applied on each of these supplier invoices and just tab across, and it's all balanced and we've paid the full amounts, and we're going to record that. Let's go and pay another one. Let's say we pick up Mountain Spring, and okay, they got some credits, but we're not going to take them up, so let's just pay. Let's just say we pay the that first invoice there, the 2699.73. So we're going to pay 2699.73, and all we're going to do is now click inside the applied box and tab, and it's all balanced, and we're paying the full amount of that invoice, and it's electronically being paid. And you can actually overwrite the statement text here if you want to. You can write anything you like. The reason it picks up 30 is because it picks up the check number. Not many companies now use checks, but by default that's what it picks up. So if you want to change any of this, change the check number to say EFT, or put a different statement text, you can actually override that. That's not a problem. So we just hit record and we exit out. So we've paid 2 suppliers. So if we now go to paying bills, and so we've paid the bills and we're going to prepare the electronic payment file. So let's open that up, and because this is a test file, there's been a lot of entries in there that haven't been processed, but we're looking at the payment we made today on the 1st of the 10th, and sorry, on the 11th or the 10th I should say, and we're going to select both of those. Okay, so they're currently sitting in the clearing account, but they're going to be posted as a single amount into the check account. And so once we've selected the ones we want to pay, we click on the bank file, and you'll get a warning message, or it's just an information message rather, that it'll actually record that transaction before it creates the file. So what that means is it's going to sum these up, take it out of the electronic clearing account and put it into the general check account as a single line item. And you'll see the advantages of this later on, so we'll talk about that a bit later. But so let's click OK on that information message, and Okay, so obviously it's come up with a warning here that Mountain Spring hasn't got a bank account, so we're going to put that in here. And we're just going to put Mountain Spring, and Clearwater is the company that we are, who are paying their invoice, and we're just going to click OK on that. And so we'll try that again now that we've put the bank details in on the missing details on that supplier, which is so it'll always prompt you if anything's missing. You won't be able to create the bank file until all that detail is in there. So let's go and create it. Again, that information message will come up, and we click OK. It'll then prompt you to go and I did a previous one, I'll just overwrite that one and save it. Okay, and so what that is that's the file that you will finally load up into the bank for the bank to pay and distribute to the supplier bank accounts. Please remember where you've saved the file, because you'll need it later. So we close out of that, and if we look at the transactions, if we look at the bank register to see what the impact is there, so in the bank account you've got a single line item for the combined value. That's the balance of the bank account, but this is the combined value of the payment that you're making electronically. So if you open it up, you can actually see that it's those two bills that we paid. Okay. If you now look at what happened in the electronic clearing account, you'll see that we paid those two invoices, and we've cleared those two out by this entry here, which is summed them together and created a single line item in your main bank account. So those two entries there have created a single line item in here. Okay, so so depending on your bank, you'll have a menu item somewhere on your online banking to do a file upload, and as long as you remember where you saved the file, you can then upload that file and authorize it, and once it's authorized, the bank will actually take a single amount out of your bank account, which will match to your bank register. So what comes out of the bank physically will be that amount, but the bank will then pay the two suppliers that you paid on that single amount there. And that's basically how you set up the electronic banking in MYOB. So thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you again soon.